Slippy? What's wrong? Slippy just thought he saw a ghost, Thomas. Falco, it's not that funny. Sorry. Slippy, what did you see? I saw a scrap engine. Scrap engine? Oh, come on, Slippy. I know it's very scary seeing those poor souls, but you've seen them hundreds of times. You never looked this shocked about it. This one was different. How so, Slippy? Well, it was cut clean in half, Edward. Clean through the middle without a fault at all. Its other half was nowhere to be seen. It's one of the most disturbing and horrific things I ever saw in my life. I'll never get that image out of my brain. Slippy, I think you might have seen a victim of the half engine. Seriously, Thomas? Don't scare Slippy like that. I'm not joking. I know why that engine is like that, Peppy. Thomas is right, Peppy. Thomas, I think it's about time you should tell them the story. Thomas, I know you and Edward told a lot of ghost stories, but isn't this one made up? No, Ash. This story I'm going to tell you guys is not made up. It's real. I think it's about time I should tell you guys the story of the half engine. But I must warn you, the story I'm going to tell you guys is very disturbing. It's alright, Thomas. Me and the others can handle it. You can tell us. There's nothing for you to hide. You can tell the story. Can you please tell us what happened, Thomas? Alright, I'll tell you. You see, many years ago, when the NWR was still new, and when Edward, Gordon, Henry, and James were running on the railway, and when I first arrived on the railway, I wasn't the only engine on the railway that arrived. There was another engine who was brought on to help on the railway the workload, along with myself and others. This engine was, well, different. Something very horrible went wrong with her construction at Brighton Works. She had only half of a face, the other half being her smokebox door itself. Me and the other engines could barely understand what she was trying to say. Maintenance on her was a nightmare to watch and listen to, and through all of this, she was in immense, excruciating pain. Her screaming and crying and begging for the pain to go away was so horrid that me and the other engines could hardly stomach it. But the nastiest of some of the engines, and even some of the crews, thought of her as a great joke. Pah! You shouldn't be on this railway. You're just a freak. A failure. You shouldn't be on this railway. You should have been scrapped. Leave her alone. It's not her fault she was built this way. It was an accident. You're the ones making it worse. Now leave her alone. I was one of the many engines that stood up for her. But the bullying continued. I was very angry and furious of the engines and crew members that made fun of her. Thomas, I have something to ask you. Did the half engine have a name? Yes. Her name is Celia. I was one of the many engines that stood up for her. She didn't deserve to be all in that pain, but however, the story gets really worse than it is right now. Because of all the bullying, being picked on, and because of her deformity, this would all boil up inside of her. And one day, Celia had changed for the worst. Her behavior became more violent. She would even berate those who felt pity for her, snarling, screaming, and growling in anger. To make things worse, she would always venture out of the sheds and down a heavily forested line. Only for her to come back and talk of nothing, of how we and the whole railway would perish in her garbled, barely identifiable speech. Some of us, myself included, believe that she became possessed in all her suffering, seeking any way to be rid of her deformity. Eventually, Sir Bertram Hatt I had enough and ordered another engine to take her away to be scrapped. At that same time, me and Lily were heading home from work. As we made our way down the line, we saw smoke coming in the direction of the scrapyard and the sounds of the fire trucks. We rushed to see what had happened. And it's a sight I'll never truly forget. Adam, what happened here? I don't know. I just heard an explosion and this happened. The scrapyard shed where the engine was supposed to be in had burnt down and was on fire. But the worst part was, the engine's body was nowhere to be found. Except the one that took her away, which was cut in half. And they say if you ever think of the half engine as a joke or a made-up story, you would get a visit from her spirit. And now, it seems that her spirit is still around. Oh my goodness. That was one of the most horrific and disturbing stories we ever heard. Thomas, I never knew you had a scary story. Yeah, that was the most horrific story we ever heard. Yeah, what Falco said. So, that engine was one of the victims of the half engine to Thomas? Yes, Slippy. But if you ever think of the half engine as a joke, if you don't believe me, just believe me. It's for your own safety. But however, she only preys on the engines that disrespect her and think of her as a joke. It's a good thing that you guys believe me, right? Yeah, we do believe you, Thomas. Thomas told me and Drago about the story, and we had the same reaction that you guys had. Exactly. Celia didn't deserve all that bullying. She didn't deserve it. Exactly, Drago. She didn't deserve all that. So, what Thomas is saying that the story of the half engine is true, Edward? Yes, it really did happen. It happened years ago. You're not the only one that had a run-in with the half engine. I saw her myself. I was horrified of when she charged at me, but she spared me and I realized that she is real. I was really lucky. She cut one of my coaches in half, but I was very, very lucky to survive. Exactly, Gordon. You thought of her that she wasn't real, but now seeing her, you realize that you were proven wrong. I know, Thomas. I'm sorry I denied your story. But ever since that day, I realized that she is real. Yes, she is, Gordon. But Celia isn't wanting to hurt any of us. She only attacks engines that think of her as a joke. Oh, right. But there's something that makes the half-engine and Henry in common. They both like the forest. I can agree with you on that one, Gordon. Maybe Henry and me can try to talk with her, but not right now. We'll just have to wait and see. You think she'll try to take us, Thomas? I don't think that you guys are a threat to her. Besides, you don't think of her as a joke. Besides, I believe you girls saw her too, right? Yeah, we did. While we were on patrol one night, we saw her. Wait a minute, Thomas. What tank engine is Celia? Do you know what type of engine she is? An LBSCR Terrier. Because this is gonna be a shock because Celia is Stepney's sister.
What?
Celia is Stepney's sister? I never knew! Stepney has a lot of siblings, but I never knew Celia was Stepney's sister. Stepney told me a lot about his siblings, and me and him are cousins, even though we're not the same design. We worked for the LBSC years ago. Stepney was a lot older than me because he was built years ago before I was built. I do hope that someday Stepney and Celia will talk to each other and try to talk to each other. Besides, Stepney really cares about his sister. You guys better get some sleep. We have a busy day tomorrow. Okay, Thomas.